margins again. I suppose the couple of chances that you created, a couple of chances they created, and theirs went in.
Well, I think that we created far more chances. I think in the first half and the second half. I think the collection of it, but yeah, can't make any excuses. I think we're 2 league games in. We're sat here with a horrible, horrible feeling. 0 points, but if you look over the statistics of the possession and chances and XG and things like that, I think we're comfortably be happy with that if you didn't know the scorelines. So that to me indicates that quality hasn't been there and we haven't been ruthless, we've been punished. I think the nature of obviously 2 breakaway goals shows that. I think the dominance, we want more dominance obviously, but I think we've dominated both games and we've got to make sure that we get the win, and because that's ultimately now, I think we talk about performances and things like that, I think it creates that sickness in the pit of your stomach after games when you feel like the performances haven't been what we want. So I'm not hiding behind that. I'm not saying we're playing well and we're losing, but I am saying that we're in a real tough position after 2 league games and we've got to grind out, and I think we've got the personality to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you did have those chances, and I mean, Alex Gilby hits the post, and really it's on the break, isn't it? And the second one, you're kind of chasing it.
Yeah, I think the second goal we are chasing it. I think, but it comes down to us. It's our lack of quality and our decision making. You know, I think even in the last minute there when it was 1-0 and Connor obviously gets a headed chance, I think that's going to be high XG. I think in the first half, Wernie gets a 1-on-1. I think the keeper does well and then he pulls it and then we miss another opportunity. But I'm not here to criticise the lads because we asked them to, especially at half time, that we've got to keep our composure and we've got to keep grinding it and don't allow our emotion to beat us, and I don't think it did. I think our lack of quality was evident.
What do you put that down to? I mean, obviously we talked about it last week, but new players coming in. But what is your kind of feeling on that?
I think there's a few different reasons, and I'm not going to out anybody. I'm not going to out. The situation is we're 0 points after 2 games. Of course we've got injuries. Of course, when you look at the stats, I think that we're not far off. Because I think the possession and the chances again. I thought we comfortably won the XG today. I have to look back, but it means nothing. So I'm here speaking to you, and I'll only dig the lads out if I feel like it's a lack of effort, and it wasn't.
Do you draw a line? I mean, I know you look at the stats and everything, but you've got a week now to work with the players and get that quality into the side one way or the other.
Yeah, 100%. And we've got we don't sweep it aside. We watch it and we learn from it, and we've got to unemotionally look ourselves. And I think the ceiling with us is the fact that if we do it and we're honest with it and we take account, the boys already are feeling accountable for it. There's no self-preservation, and this is football, and even if we went on a 10-game unbeaten run, this is still going to happen again. So we know we've got to navigate it, we know we've got the personality and we've got the quality in there. We've just got to make sure that we get back to work and we rectify it.
Can you see any, I mean, you've brought in 12 already, but can you see any more new faces coming in the week?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Feels like it just needs that first goal to go in, and then your side can take control again, because it felt certainly for the first 20 minutes you had it under control.
Yeah, so I feel as though, like I said at the start of it, the performances aren't up there to the level that we want them to be and we expect them to be, or it's a work in progress, and we can talk about new players or injuries. For me, it's the facts are the facts, and we've just got to make sure that we control what we control, which is getting back on the training ground and improving our understanding and our detail. And if we keep the grit and that determination, the quality will show through.
I mean, Callum Hendry must be thinking, what's he got to do to score? It's twice from a couple of yards out that you've seen goalkeepers make saves to stop him.
Yeah, and like I say, his personality I take all day, because he works his socks off, he's relentless, he will always hold his hands up. He probably could have had a couple of goals already, and it hasn't happened, but that's the nature of being a striker especially. isn't going to stop his work rate. So that's something that we can keep him, focusing on, and it will turn for him.